Most people spend their entire lives running after happiness. They chase it through achievements, relationships, money, even through perfection itself. But what if I told you that the moment you stop chasing it is the exact moment everything changes? Psychology reveals something counterintuitive about the human pursuit of well-being, and it's something most people never discover until it's too late. The problem isn't that happiness is hard to find. The problem is that we're looking for it in the wrong place. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill, this invisible cycle where we achieve something we desperately wanted, we feel good for a moment, and then almost immediately our brain resets and demands something new. We're trapped on a moving walkway that never actually goes anywhere. No matter how far we run, we end up in the exact same emotional spot we started. The chase never ends because the finish line keeps moving. But here's what most people don't understand. That constant pursuit itself is making us miserable. Research in positive psychology shows that people who are obsessed with becoming happy actually become more anxious, more stressed, and more dissatisfied. It's a psychological paradox so powerful that therapists have a name for it: the happiness trap. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips away. And the moment you realize this, everything shifts. When you stop chasing happiness, something unexpected happens. You stop measuring yourself against an imaginary standard. You stop waiting for the perfect moment to feel content. You stop treating your life like a problem that needs solving. Instead, you start noticing what's already there: the quiet moments, the people around you, the small things you've been too rushed to appreciate. Psychologists call this acceptance, and it's more powerful than any achievement could ever be. But accepting your life doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. This is where people get confused. Stopping the chase for happiness doesn't mean you stop moving forward or stop growing. It means you change your relationship with the process itself. You pursue meaningful goals because they matter to you, not because you believe they'll finally make you happy. There's a psychological difference between doing something for external validation and doing something because it aligns with your values. One drains you, the other energizes you. When researchers studied people who reported the highest levels of life satisfaction, they found something fascinating. These people weren't obsessed with happiness. They were obsessed with something deeper, with purpose, with contribution, with connection. They had stopped playing the game of endless accumulation and started playing a completely different game, a game where winning looks like building something meaningful, not just feeling good. The irony is brutal. The people who stopped caring whether they were happy became the happiest people, not because happiness magically appeared, but because they stopped making happiness the measure of a successful life. They started measuring their lives by depth instead of intensity, by meaning instead of moments. And that shift, that fundamental psychological reorientation, changes everything. This isn't just philosophy. Neuroscience backs this up. When your brain stops running the constant background program of "I need to be happier," your nervous system actually calms down. Your cortisol levels drop. Your anxiety decreases. You become more present, more creative, more capable of genuine connection. Your brain stops running at maximum stress and finally gets to rest. So the question isn't how to become happier. The real question is, what would your life look like if you stopped demanding that it make you happy? What would you do differently? Who would you become? That's where the transformation actually begins.